Well, hello everyone. Curious bystander here, and as you can see, I have a brand new green screen that I am still figuring out. However, I feel like with the rudimentary lighting and such that I currently have, which is uplighting me a little bit, I feel like I'm getting close. So, yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Hopefully, you all are doing well. I certainly am. I'm looking forward to the new year, looking forward to working with folks to making an impact in the lives of whoever it makes sense for me to. Um, as I've said time and time before, I am still figuring out what side I need to point my finger on. My camera's mirrored, so looking at myself is kind of weird. Uh, I am a professional leadership coach. I work with entrepreneurs. I work with individuals who are looking for a little more confidence. I work with managers and executives of all types to help them figure out what the best way forward for whatever their problem or situation may be. So, with that, we have Final Fantasy XIV, which hopefully it will detect here. There it is. And with that, we can go on an adventure and see what mischief we might get up to. So the format of this is that I run around the game, do questy things. This is never going to happen, really. Although it is a quest for my profession. Yeah, that's just really a bunch of grinding that needs to happen. So let's say, speak with Portalane at the Observatorium. Yes. So we can continue the main story quest today. I need to adjust my chair a little bit. Hold on. There we go. I also got a new chair. So that's been kind of messing with my lighting stuff because it's got a big-ass backrest to it, which is phenomenal, but also casts a bit of a big shadow, as you might be able to see towards the top. Anyways, where are we going today? Today, I would like to go... Oh, that's some cool there. Okay, I would like to go to the Carthus Central Highlands so that veritably we might continue our quest. It says I have a new letter. The delivery Moogle is somewhere around here, right? Okay. Down over this way. Let's see what kind of mail we have. This letter has arrived just for you. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy XIV. It's a 5-piece set of Wild Rose attire. I guess I must have gotten that for renewing my subscription here. We'll take all that, that's fine. I've been seeking to... I've been seeking to get another glamour prism, but I'll probably do that off camera since that's going to take a lot of me dinking around on the internet and figuring out again how that works, because it's been a long time since I've done anything with glamour prisms. Sometimes what you need to do is just sit down and figure out what it is that needs to be done, how it needs to be done, and then the order in which things need to be done. Wait. I should probably just get off my bike here. Do I have to go way up there now? Oh, they're down here. Okay. Yes, Aramar, and hello. The motorcycle theme floor 7 does play when I bring out the Fenrir, which is pretty cool. Fort of Fear. So this looks like an important quest. Yeah, Callie was nice enough to get me the Fenrir bike, because that's the one mount in the game that I really, really like. And she got me that for Christmas, so I've been enjoying that. Oh, I'm guessing this is a dungeon thing. There are dark places that only an adventurer may illume, and Sir Carolo is about to point the way to one such pit of peril. How's it going, Aramar? How was your New Year's? How was your Christmas? I have heard much of your doings, and I think you the man for this task. To the west is Zemail Darkhold. It was meant to serve as the new keep of Lord Zemail, ever a friend of House Durandare. But before the masons and carpenters could complete their work within the caves, hordes of voidsent appeared and drove them out. In the years since, the creatures have consolidated their presence. My mic's just a touch hot, I think. As such, we officially petition your assistance in reclaiming the Darkhold. All arrangements have been made. You need only give your assent. Speak with Sir Ophelie at the Ingress if you are with us, and she will tell you what you need to know. Alright. Something that I'm going to take advantage of here is the fact that this is going to help out my situation immensely if I participate. And that's a good leadership lesson too. It's just, if you can take the time and go out of your way a little bit for something that's going to help you out quite a bit or help out your team, do it. Because what this will do is, as I'm able... Game volume could go down a stage too. Okay. Bear with me for a second here. You talking like game volume, or game volume through my microphone? A little hard to hear me over the sound effects. Okay. I gotcha. Hey. You know, I used to have the select next nearest target bound to one of my side mouse buttons. I should really do that, because right-clicking the new target is always such a pain. There we go. Oh, that's not actually a player. I thought there was a player there doing stuff. That's actually an NPC. Okay. Cool. You're not going to steal my XP there. Fate complete. Woohoo! Yeah, see these storm seals. That's what I was after. Okay, so let's turn down. Yeah. So let me know if that's any better, Aramar. I turned it down just a hair. It might be a little quiet now. Oh, right. Speak portal lane at the observatorium. Oh, okay. We're good. We're good. Virtual for most of it, but I had a lot of time for relaxing and enjoying it. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Ours was very virtual as well, as you can probably guess. We spent a lot of time on Zoom with our families, our extended families, etc., which I'm sure you did as well. So that's the nature of the beast, it would seem, for 2020. Hopefully, the end is nigh for that. Welcome to Zamail Darkhold, built to withstand all Dravanian ploys and plans. First floor? No. These were natural caves behind me until House Zamail began to enlarge, connect, and fashion them into a stronghold. Alas and alack, the void sense struck, interrupting the work. Alas! Then, in the confusion, Garleans infiltrated the keep. Alack! All in all, it was a fine mess. The Garleans were eventually forced into retreat, of course, but the void scent remained. And so the fortress goes uncompleted, a home for abominations. Woe, woe is us. Yet the war with the dragons rages, and we have no nights to spare for this noble mission. Even I am here strictly on a very long tea time arranged by Sir Carolo. Some tea time, I say. Please see to these abominations, Sir Adventurer, sir. I have much prowess with the paperwork, should you require aid of that sort. Quest complete. Duty Finder has been updated with a new duty. Zamail Darkhold, now accessible. Excellent. Yeah, and that's maybe something to talk about for a little bit here. I'm going to sit my character down and transfer to this mode here, because, yeah, this mode works a little bit better for what I want to do. Yeah, it's actually easier to see the screen with these off today. I don't know why. Let's talk for a second about allocation of resources, shall we? So the dude at the gate talked about how he's on a very long tea time. And if your team, be it business or otherwise, if the person who's leading that sees fit to bend the rules in such a way as to just term additional service as, an extended break or something like that, first of all, that's a big red flag if you are not in any position to influence them. For a second point, it's something you're definitely going to want to talk to either HR, or if this is something you can get away with in your company, your team leader's boss. Because that way, that's not a good way to do things. It wears people out. It does all sorts of terrible things for morale because people are like, oh, well, so-and-so can just send me on an extended break where I'm just working over my break and I'm not getting paid for it. And things like that. And it just, it's not a good idea. Period. So let's switch back here. I am not going to run this dungeon just yet. I will wait for that wait for Callie to convene there. That's cool though. Good to have more dungeons. I don't know what that whiteness was. Yeah, waterfalls. I need to assign a hotkey to mute the game input so I can mute that when I switch. All right, Portalane, what have you to say? Ah, curious. The man who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Ishtola, but of course. Lord Drillamont confided to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Oh, so casing the caster is done. I can't wear those. Those aren't as good as my current things, so I'll just do the gold pieces. Castrum Sentry. What interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum. A Huron woman, an Alazen man, and 2 Lalafels. 1 male, 1 female. It's them! It has to be! Minfilia, Urianger, and Papalimo and Tartaru. Forgot how to pronounce Papalimo there. That scant morsel is of use to you. You may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made emergency landing here in Carthus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Rogadin and a Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue. Hence our assumption that they were both prisoners. I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge! Trust those 2 rascals to escape. You must find them, Curious, and soon. Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed. If Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. You wish to see your comrades again. You had best act now. Aye, aye, sir. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. Biggs and Wedge are not scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portalane said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Apparently I agree. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Oh, more cutscenes. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. And all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. 14 does, yeah. I think 15 does as well, if I recall correctly. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord. Rest assured, our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. And now, channeling my inner Emperor. Inner Palpatine. This guy kind of is. Retartan, you depart for Castrum Occidens at midnight. You will command the Western Front in Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. We will see that they do not. See if I can do a helmet impression here.
My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command of half our forces to a...
I will have given you nothing, Praefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed.
Yes, my lord.
Do the helmet all right? My quarters. 1 hour. Sounds like someone's in trouble. All right, and we're back. 48,760 Lancer EXP. And Portalane has more for us. Lord Portalane would like to aid in your search for Biggs and Wedge. High Mithril Fragile. Holy crap. These are still worse than my Dragoon gear. Oh well. I can take the gold pieces. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Abelathiel's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Ishtola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by way of Zemail Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Briselt, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. Oh, Briselt, I've already met him. He's the dude who said, go kill the things. I think. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Going on a mission back to the thing. Now this actually has talking about Biggs and Wedge, we have a situation where, in the game at least, these people are physically lost and need somebody to come rescue them. Now, that's something that... Did I go past it already? I did. Yeah, I talked to this guy already. So let's talk about that for a second. Is a lot of times people in office settings or other settings that are team-oriented will feel lost and will, in fact, be lost in terms of having the knowledge or the ability to accomplish something that they have been assigned. And as a leader, it is your job to make sure that there are easy-to-use avenues for people who are in those situations to be able to get what they need and or bring it up with you and discuss it with you in a non-confrontational manner. Last stream I talked about, praise in public, coach in private type thing. Very much similar type of thing applies here. There may be the expectation that people do have the ability to do something and have all the tools. But on occasion, and frequently, that is not the case. There's something that needs to be learned. There's something that may need to be taught by another member of the team. Or, maybe even it's a certification thing of somebody going to a class and learning how to do something specific. And that's all stuff that you as a leader need to take in stride because it's going to happen regardless of how much you try to prevent it. And trying to prevent it is admirable. It certainly reduces those instances, but it's never going to eliminate them completely. So let's see what this Brisselt guy has to say. You stand before Zemel Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house in the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. Well, I think you will find I am now authorized. A letter from Lord Portalaine. So you have come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have been sighted in the area seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray they are a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Aurum Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Paramons. He should be able to assist you. Thank you, Brisselt. Let us go then. Just ride my motorcycle down the river. It's fine. Like you do. I think I need to go over here, probably. I can outrun these guys. It's all good. I don't think the music plays all the time when you're using the Fenrir Aramar, but it would seem that it's more of a random thing. Because I don't hear it all the time. Granted, I'm not necessarily paying attention all the time, but it's fairly evident even when I'm not. Imperial airship? Aye, I saw it approach to land with mine own 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. Okay. Woolen Gaskins. These are Disciple of the Hand. Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Sir Paramon wants to share with you what he knows of the two fugitives. They were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post. To find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail. Wilhelmus, looking at you, bub. I guess I should be looking up because he's over me. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. Search the area. Hey, look! Sparkly footprints! I'm gonna get attacked, aren't I? Okay. Looking around, looking around. Footprints are there on the ground. All right. Oh, you. Boop. Thanks, Aramar. Appreciate you popping in. Have a good night. Okay. Search the area for footprints. Go up the hill for more footprints. I don't think I've been quite this far. Though that's an ominous thing. The weather closing in. So cool how it does that, though. Okay. So that's a thing. Where's my next set of footprints? In the middle of this bridge? Under the bridge, it would seem? Hey, look! The rogue Lalafell. So cold. I want to go home. Oh, hello there. Ah! Please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Curious, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Garleans were snapping at our heels like a pack of hungry wolves. I was so hell's bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw. Thrice. When I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs, he isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. Yes, what is it? It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Tracked down Wedge. It's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs? Let's see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's always taking care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold. I have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west, with both Yida and Ishtola helping out. I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. Memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. There, I hope. Was that Master Garland you spoke with? Aye, 'twas. 5 long years. Thank goodness he's alive. Feeling better now, Curious. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Indeed, let's. Okay. How far away am I? I don't want to get involved in combat with any of those blasts necessarily. At the moment, anyways. Aha! Hi, guys. A long way from home, adventurer. Darn right I am. Abilene. Nope, cutscene time. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. How are we feeling now, then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. Thank you kindly. Footprints in the snow. In the snow! Okay. Can I not? There we go. Lead by example. Ah, I see. Okay. Okay, Wedge has a thing. I want to explore this place because 14 has such cool scenery. Oh, I suppose I should turn my camera back on, huh? There we go. Up we go. Actually, this goes up to the roof, and with the current weather outside, my guess is we're not going to be able to see much. Oh. Cool. I like those shields. Those shields are cool. And this goes outside where we've got some sort of harpoon gun. And a whole lot of whiteness out there. All right. That's all good, I suppose. I think it's cool that they've put the way they've done the platforms in these towers is just these circles within circles. It's a really neat aesthetic, I think. All right, Wedge, what you got for me? Wedge is gravely concerned for his missing companion. Well, I would be too. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold, with Garleans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Curious, but do you think you could search for Biggs? Sure. I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. Maybe Abilene has. You're gonna make me run all the way back up the tower to talk to some of those other folks. I'm fairly certain. A Rogadin gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion. I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. Mayhap. Okay. Back out into Blizzard. I don't know how far away this thing is, so we'll ride. My motorcycle is so cool! And destination. Something's going to attack me here. I know it. That will die. I will live. Whew. That was close. Got some healing arts, but they don't do a whole lot. That almost would have been a good one to do with Callie. But you live and you learn. A good leadership decision that I could have made there was to scout out that location a little bit earlier, or a little bit more before going in there. You know, if I could ask people whatever questions that I wanted and get a response, Like I could ask Abilene, what kinds of monsters are in this cave? Is this cave known for anything? Are there things that I should be careful of, etc.? That would have been a good way to approach that. However, given that this game is very scripted when it comes to quests, there's only so much that I can do. And if I had died, well, I would have been educated, and I either would have come back with some more healing potions, redone the fight with different strategy, or I would have come back with Callie as a healer. Curious, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? A valid question, my friend. Woo! Level up! Wedge is determined to find Biggs, and I am determined to help. We can't give up, Curious. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. Agreed. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen, and hurry. Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. Okie doke. Yeah, they're gonna make me run up these stairs. Fortunately, unlike Dark Souls, stamina is not really a thing in this game. I could run up a staircase like this all day, and my character wouldn't be any the worse for it. Not those two. Bet you it's the dude with the awesome shield up there. He looked important. Yep. Ignacy. A friend is lost in the wilderness, you say. He's not to be found around here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold. It is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Danifan Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Oh, you don't need to tell me twice. Head to Danifan Pass. All right. I can take instructions. Yeah, the problem with these towers is some of them are so flippin' tall. All right. Where am I going? Off to the left. I kind of want to go over to Whitebrim too. Oh, I've been to Whitebrim. Have I? I feel like I may have, because I've been up through Camp Dragonhead. And I feel like I have been, yeah, I've been over there. Okay. This is just another way to approach it. Red crystal, so cool. Feels like I can back off my back tire here a little bit. Hello, Y'shtola. And Ida. Curious, we found Biggs, but he's in trouble. Commence battle for Notorious Biggs, level 40. Level 48. You are above the maximum level. It will be synced as follows. I'm level 46. This looks like a cutscene. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Ah, curious. It is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me! To battle! And all that nonsense. He's not alone. Kill them all! Okay, so I'm guessing I am going to be the tank here. Oh, dearie me. Curious, stay close to Biggs. Alright, I'll stay close to Biggs. Ooh. Where's my mouse? Nice to have Biggs to tank. That's all she wrote. Okay. My thanks. Another moment and I would have... He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Tower over there. Not even tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Aw, I love reunions. Oh, reunions. And that means I need to go back for said reunion. Teamwork. Can't say enough about teamwork. we're not necessarily facing life or death combat situations or life and death of our friends per se all the time, but having many hands does indeed make the work lighter. All right, and away we go again. I cannot thank you enough, Curious. The same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? Well, yes. It's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe a lot of you my life. You saved Wedges too, Curious. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. It's fine. Biggs, Wedge, gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's really you! My hearts, we knew you were still alive. To finally see you in the flesh. When Alphino told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? Enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Raj and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the immortal flames should have seen them coming, right? Well, maybe. Probably not. I myself have asked the same question. That day, when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noticed naught amiss in horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this, I conclude that the Garleans came neither by land nor air. Nay, they were borne there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by the Asians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold. Castrum Sentry. On arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Castrum Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons or maybe only weeks. And then without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So, risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. Silent laughter. Ha! I didn't know better. I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? That would have been Biggs' handiwork, like as not. You always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Oh, hold on. I want to look at something really quick. Okay, that's fine. Interesting. Curious. Thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. Yes, indeed they do. All right, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! XPs! So let's take a second here. Oh, this is what I want. There we go. Morale. This mission to find Biggs and Wedge and the reunion and all that other stuff is a huge lesson in morale. Now, he says Garland Ironworks is back in business and everyone cheered. So you got to think that they enjoyed working for Sid, which is fairly apparent. And there's a certain amount of bonds that have been built within that team. And as a leader, it's important to not only foster those bonds, but also be aware of those bonds. Because if things do take a downhill turn, or a very sudden turn for the worse, and somebody leaves, not only is it important to know why that person left, but it's also important to have a pretty good guess as to who else may be thinking about leaving because person X left. Now, that's not the only reason to be aware of the bonds within your team. It's also a great team building mechanic. If you know who has what bond with whom on your team, it makes it so much easier for you to collaborate with those people because you know the strengths and weakness of each of those people and how they and how well they work with a given individual on the team. And so it's easier to match people up. It's easier to put them into groups. It's easier to assign tasks to various people because you know that if so-and-so gets task A and what's his name has task B, so-and-so and what's his name are likely to naturally collaborate and do those tasks better than if they were not allowed to work with that other person on the team, or if they were split up differently. There's any number of different ways to look at it, but there's, it's just that constant balance and that constant awareness of all these different factors as a leader that make a huge, huge difference in whether you have a team that just does the work because they're there to get paid, and a team that does the work well and in a shorter amount of time because they really do enjoy the environment that they're working in, the people that they're with, and especially for you as a leader, the person who is leading them. That's all I'm going to say on that just for now. So let's dive back in main story quest here. Okay. Sid, what have you got for me, lad? Sid wants to prepare a strategy to rescue Minfilia and the other Scions. Okay. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castum Sentry. So let us reconvene at Revenant's Toll in Orduna. It's as good a place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east, then south, will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Okay. So that means I probably now need to go upstairs to talk to Slaveborn. Oh no, this is just another questy thing. Oh crap. That hurt. That's what I get for not paying attention. I like this person's style. Kalian. In times of simmering hostilities, Sir Kalian would undoubtedly appreciate the aid of an unsuspected adventurer. Unsuspected or unsuspecting. I say, are you the... Forgive me, I am Kalian, a bannerman of House Halenort. Are you not the adventurer who proved our liege lord's innocence? I am. Ah, it is you. You are forged of metal true, sir, and I rejoice to meet you. For there is a delicate mission that only a man most steadfast may be trusted with. I guess I get to take a box to somewhere dangerous. High upon Monument Tower, we keep watch over the doings of the Garlean outpost. They've been far too active for our heart's ease lately, and we must discourage these forays without resorting to outright hostility. Make a round of the 3 hotspots and look for any trace of the Garleans. Sir Pieramons waits at the Aurum Vale for your report. Speed of the Fury to you, and her Ruth as well. Okay. Round and round we go. Where the stairs end? I don't know. Alright, where am I going? Doubt truth to be a liar. Search for signs of the Garleans. Okay. That I can do. Imperial Schwartz. Look at these people leaving equipment about. Hi. No. Okay. So that's that. Let's cruise on over to the next spot. This thing's not going to leave me alone, is he? I'll wait to heal up a second. And then I'm going to jump on this man so hard he's not going to have any idea what hit him. You ask if I'm a soldier of Garlemald? Well, this savage land is outside the fold of the Empire. It'd be strange indeed for you to see a Garlean here. You doubt me? I care not. Why no poke? Why can't I no poke? Do I need to do the other thing first? I might need to do the other thing first. Oh, that was a clue. I need to use the doubt emote. Aha. I get it. You, sir. Madam, thing. Why would a soldier of Garlemald venture into enemy territory? An enemy foolish as well as barbaric. None can resist our... what I mean to say is the mighty Damn it! Retreat! Retreat! Retreat. Okay. Over hill and dale we go. Ooh, this motorcycle handled so well in the snow. Magitech Divice. Interacting. Hi, guys. Boop. You need to die. Here we go. Ah, leading back to the dungeon, are we? Caramons! What? 3, you found Garleans at all 3 locations? Yeah, I'm that good. We espied them slipping over the border from Mordona to survey something, but these forays must be more frequent than we thought. We must increase patrols in the area. I bid you beware, adventurer. If your footloose ways lead you to Mordona, return safely, and be our eyes in the wilderness again. Okay. At Revenant's Toll. Carthus. Nordona. Okay, so that's just over the border. I can do that. I think. Weapons tool. Wait, where am I? No. Weapons tool. Come into my castle. Carthus. Oh, it's up from Ishgard. I need to go back up to Camp Dragonhead. Okay. That's fine. With my Fenrir, it will be but 2 shakes. It might serve me to try and level up a little bit before I continue too much here. But the main story quests do provide a boatload of XP. Okay. Revenant's toll. Wait, what? Carthus. That's not what I wanted to look at. Revenant's toll. Carthus. Central Highlands. Adjoining area. Oh, there's a cave from Boulder Downs? All of the 7 echoes. Huh. Alright, well, I guess we are riding our motorcycle today. That's alright. Beautiful, cloudy night. Ride our motorcycle. People are hacking up some doggos. Snowbirds. 10 minutes left. could do that. I don't want to do more than one distraction per stream if I can help it. All right, let's see if we can figure this out here. Aha, this is the path I needed. Hall of the Seven Echoes. This looks like it's part of the shroud almost. Okay. Level 45 Seasoned Adventurer. Yeah, that's not an NPC. I need... rather... Independent Mender. That's what I would like. Pair all. Thank you very much. Do you have a better weapon for me? Cobalt Trident, Lancer's Arm. How much does this cost? 10,000? Okay. High Mithril Gauntlets. Yeah, see, nobody carries, like... Okay, so that's the thing. Tortoiseshell Scale Greaves. Already better than my Dragoon armor. That's funny. Well, this is a neat little area. Oh. I should attune before I go off adventuring. Slaveborn. Now, part of me wonders... I mean, I guess technically this is an inn. However, I don't know if logging out there is the best of ideas. This is a neat, very neat area. I want to. Oh, all right, guys, we're going on an adventure. I want to see if I can get up on some of these, like, flying areas. These bridges. I somehow doubt that I can, but we're gonna try anyway. Well, this doesn't go where I want it to. Summoning bells all over the place here. Sheesh. Rowena's House of Splendors. Oh, stairs. Found stairs. Winning. Betcha this goes out to a stock room. Doesn't go anywhere. Aha, here's the outdoors. Revenant's Toe. Oh, this is a super cool place to like sit and eat dinner and stuff. Look at that view. Fantastic. Now, it does not seem that I can get to any of these other bridges from here. Probably. Maybe. This is such a cool town. Square really outdoes themselves on these things. And that door obviously doesn't open, but... it'd be so cool if you could get up to the top of those towers. The top of the Hogwarts over there. And maybe you can if we go through the inn, or maybe one of the... maybe over there, yeah. I don't know. Pretty cool up here, though. No. No, it does not. Before, I'll say it again. Square Enix does amazing art. Let's see. Where does this go? This in and of itself is another leadership lesson. I can't go that way. Grr. It's just, you know, having a healthy interest and curiosity in things. If you don't check things out and don't investigate, don't have an active interest in anything, then you're only going to stagnate and dwindle. Is that open? No. Door has a sign on it. That doesn't open. Anything up here? No. Trap door to go down. That could be a thing. But that you can't actually use trapdoors in this game. Hello. I don't know what that was. Magitech stuff. Yeah, and actually, folks, my voice is getting to a point where it's had it. So I think I am going to call it here for today. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, you know all the YouTuber, Twitch stuff. Ring the bell, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And if you are interested in talking to me about leadership or about possibly coaching with me, you can find the link in my Twitch profile. You can find it down below in the description as well. Free consult calls, always, and love to have them. So until next time, I will see you guys later. And remember to stay curious, my friends.